7 days to get positive results from culture methods. You're often looking at samples with very low numbers of pathogens in them. You'll have a lot of samples with negatives. So actually, you'll have your hit to miss ratio will be very low. At least you hope it is. And you're also looking for cell viability. So there are plenty of say real-time PCR type methods for detecting bacteria. They don't give you any idea of cell viability, which is something which is lacking in that by going down that kind of molecular avenue. And you also have very non-homogeneous target distribution. So there's a few ways you can use phages as biosensors. So you can use them as replicative indicators, as lytic agents, as labels, and also as transducing particles, which is kind of like using them as a reporter. Right? So you have a genetically modified phage which will do something upon infection. So the advantages of phage-based assays is that they're potentially very rapid. They have high specificity. They're cheap, relatively cheap. They can be versatile, and they also give you an idea of cell viability if you're looking at certain methods. Disadvantage, of course, is bacterial resistance, and well, advantage is high specificity is advantage. High specificity is also a disadvantage. In that if you have, say if you're looking for salmonella, if you have kind of an on salmonella that doesn't respond to your phages, then you won't see it. It'll be negative. And also you have a problem of phage binding in the food matrix, which is fancy way of saying the food stuff. And it really will then depend on what food it is. Hamburger is always like the worst for detecting anything in. Okay, so we have a phage replication assay. There's actually some microbacterial assays which have been developed already. Chap in the UK has a few papers on systems like this. So what you do is you take your this represents your bunch of bacteria in your sample that you would like to know if you have say the bacteria of interest in it, and you put a phage represented by these little hexagons here against this bacteria in your sample, and they will then bind to this sample, and then you add a viricide. This is kind of the tricky part of this assay, is getting actually good virucidal activity without killing everything in the sample. So you put your viricide in here, which will then kill all the unbound phages and leave the one phage which is already injected with DNA into this cell. And then you wait a little bit, and of course this infected cell will lyse and release progeny phage, maybe 50 or 100 phages, and then you plate this to an indicator spray and you're looking for plaques. Right? So if you had none of your target bacteria in the sample, they would all be killed by the viricide and you would see no plaques. And if you have target bacteria, you'll see replication of the phage, which will then give you plaques. And this can be faster, and this in particular was developed for mycobacterium, as you know, now that you can, so mycobacterium tuberculosis grows very slowly, but smegmatis grows quickly. So you can have smegmatis as your indicator, and put your phage in, which will go after the tuberculosis, for instance. This is using a phage as a specific lytic agent. So you can imagine, say you have a salmonella cell here, and you put your salmonella phage in. So the salmonella phage is only going to lyse the salmonella cells, and then the other cells are in your sample. And there's several different ways you can run this assay. You can look for ATP release. There's some that look at, like, say, increase in conductance. It depends on the system you want to look at. But in this system, so you have denylate kinase leaks out, which will react ADP back to ATP, and then you look at increases of ATP in the supernate of the sample. And so in this case, you have a luciferase reporter. So this will actually kill the cells that your target cells are in the sample. But in doing so, you'll be able to observe that lysis and give you a signal. So a phage is fluorescent probe. This has been used by several people. The one I'm going to talk about here is Larry Goodrich. He did this for E. coli. So he had a T4 phage, which he just stained the phage with a yo-yo, which is a fluorescent DNA stain. So the DNA stain will penetrate the phage capsid and bind the DNA inside. So the phage will be a bright fluorescent green. And you wash away the stain, and then you just use it as essentially as a fluorescent antibody. You put that in with your target cells, the phage will bind to the cell, and then if you look at it under fluorescent microscopy, you can see there's cells with a bunch of little fluorescent T4 stuff. This is useful as a, probably not so much for, say, detecting things in the sample, but just for use as a in lieu of a fluorescent antibody, essentially, if you want to look at attachments of cells. And so this is a genetically modified reporter phage. So this is work done in the department where I did my PhD in. So this was a salmonella phage which had luciferase, genetically modified luciferase gene. So you have an egg here with salmonella, which was applied to the surface. You put the phage on, 42 degrees for 30 minutes, and then the egg was then placed into a luminometer, which would then record the amount of light involved. So here you can see the egg is glowing, so indicating that this phage generated light on contact with the salmonella on here. So the bit of problem with sensitivity in this egg was actually, there's a lot of salmonella on this egg. If it had, say, 10 cells of salmonella on this egg, you probably wouldn't see, you wouldn't see 10 little dots on here. Although the limitation here in part is just that how sensitive a luminometer do you have. So there probably are luminometers in the world that can detect the single cells luminescence, but they'd be pretty expensive and perhaps impractical at this time. Okay, so phage display, another popular application for phage biology. So any of you who've already done some PubMed searches around phage have probably noticed that the first 1,000 hits you get are all phage display people that have their peptide library, and then you actually get to something about phage biology at some point. So this is a very popular system. I'm going to talk about it a bit because it's very common, and a lot of, just because there are thousands of hits on phage displays, it's a very popular system. So this allows for the selection of random peptides, often out of peptide library. So there's many different ways that you can retool this technology. So it was first invented by Smith in 1985 in an original science paper, where he fused a small peptide into gene 3 of phage M13, which I'll show you in a second. So it's had subject to a lot of refinements in it. So on filament phage M13, this is still the most popular phage display system. There's pretty much 3 genes where you can easily fuse an epitope that you like to display on. So this is the gene 3, which is also its receptor, gene 6, which is this little accessory capsid protein, and then G8, which is a major capsid protein. And these all have various advantages and limitations depending which one you want to pick. So the general principle is that you have for library displays, so you have, say, a large library of different M13 or different phage M13 genomes or an M13-based phage mix. In this case, let's say that this is the gene 3, up here in red, fused to a reporter here, and fused to this peptide of this antigen right here, and then you have other antigens also inserted. When you package these, you'll end up with different M13 virions, which each one of them has a different epitope displayed on the end. And also the DNA for that epitope is packaged inside the phage. So, in this case, this is the red one we're going to pretend is one we're interested in. You then take this pool, this library of phage, and expose it to a ligand. And of course, the one you're interested in will bind to your ligand, and the other ones won't. So you then wash them away, and you're left with the one phage, which is bound to your ligand, which you can then elute, and you can then you can transform these back into bacteria, and then you can actually find out what the DNA sequence of the epitope was that you're interested in. Does that make sense? Okay. There's other technology for putting things onto these phages. Now there's several systems for putting on particularly the Fab, or this kind of artificial Fab called the CFB fragment. And this can also be displayed on fused to gene 3 up here. And so you can have, rather than having a library, if you actually know the antibody that you want, you can phone that in there, and you can also have that displayed on the surface of